heading upriver this morning. Just going to try and chase a dew upriver. It's about 6:15 in the morning. A bit foggy, so I'm just sort of putting along at the moment. I usually fish this spot in summer, so feel a bit weird doing this. They shouldn't be up here, but the way it's been going lately with all the floods we've had and everything like that, so I'm hoping they've come up, because I did catch them out the front a couple of weeks ago, so they're going a bit scarce there now, so I'm hoping they've just moved up the river a bit, just having a bit of a poke around before it gets too cold. Just trying to get through the fog at the moment. It's pretty bloody thick, but should be right. And I'll just anchor up on this hole and just see if I can get a couple of dew out of that this morning on sunrise, and then once the sun comes up and it gets warm, I'll move and move into a flathead spot of mine, which is another summer spot, but see how I go there as well. I'm hoping. Just got a bit of a feeling that's where they're going to be. They've just pushed up a bit just before the winter months, before it cools right down, but which is fucking cold at the moment. They shouldn't be, but apparently they're going to be. Alright, I'm just going to fish on this little rise here. It's just basically the main river. All I'll do is just come along, it'll just lift up to about 4 metres. That little drop there. So I'm going to anchor on the top of that now because it's a running tide, and put me baits basically back down in here, all through there. So I'll sit me baits, I'll drop anchor up here, boat will be about there, and then I'll put me baits right down in along here. So I'll drop one underneath the boat, one there, and then one outside, burley right up, and hopefully it'll attract a dew. So that's the hole. I'll just turn it around so it'll come along. Just make sure when you're anchoring you're right on it. So I usually just anchor, I drop anchor, and then I pick it all back up on the sounder, come back over that edge, and then pull the anchor rope back in, just to make sure I'm sitting right on the top of it. So the top of it's 4.4. 4.3. Just check it's there. So it's 4.3 is the peak, that little peak there. So I want to be sitting on top of that peak, 4.3, and should be a nice little spot to drop me baits in. Right, I've got one on. First one. I've been here for about an hour. Middle of the tide. It's just, I was waiting for it to I didn't think I was going to get one in the middle because it's running pretty hard at the moment, so shit. I sort of just kicked back and I thought, oh, I won't get one, I'll wait until the end of the tide and that last hour, but this isn't a bad fish. Just on a prawn too, like it was, I usually run 2 small rods underneath me big rods, and often you will get good fish on your prawn that's sitting under the boat, and this is a result of it. Just try and get him up. He's not a bad dew. It's a legal fish. Come on now, so what I'll do is I'll keep hitting me burley now. I'll give you the stir up just to keep them around. Once you've sort of got them around the boat, you should get a few more. Not a bad start for the morning. That's the middle of the tide. Didn't think I was going to get one yet, but definitely up here, which is strange. He's a healthy little bugger. Good fish. Good start of the day anyway. I'll just release him. I'll put him back in. What's he? I'll get him swimming again. There we have it. What I'll do now, I'll just burley up. You can see me burley going and attract them, so they'll stay around now, and I should get hopefully a few more. Well, I got another one. What I mean about the burley, you just hit the burley once you got them there, and they'll stay around most of the time. Actually, this is a good flatty. It's not a dude. Just your dusky flatty, beautiful fish. Nice, healthy. Good table fish actually. I might keep him to take him home. Feed the missus, keep her happy. What is it? Yeah. Under 550. Beautiful little table flathead. I'm just going to fish a bit different. Most people wouldn't do this, but so I'm going to fish a run out tide. You'd fish up here usually and put your baits back in here. I'm not. I've just come back over this, so this is just showing it again. I'm going to anchor up here, and I'm going to put my baits back into this hole, back into the edge, so the fish will come swimming along, hopefully nail the bait. That's not the drop there, that's because I've come back over it. So if I zoom back down, hold on, this little bastard here, just sap this along. Yeah, so that's it there. So I'm going to put baits in here from this angle, so the tide's running out, so I'm going to be actually fishing opposite. Instead of fishing up here into it, I'm going to fish back into it like this. One of my main secrets how I catch fish. Fish a bit different, opposite. Have a bit of a go and change it up a bit. And if they're not biting, move. Can't get that into people enough. So there's actually fish there. I don't know what that is. Might be a little school of bait fish. Might be a big fish. Be nice. Righto, I'll get anchored up now. All right, so I've just dropped anchor. Now what I've done is let all my anchor rope back out, and I've got it in my hand. It's tight, it's just wrapped around the front there. So now what I do is I pick it all back up on the sounder. So I'm on the mark there now. So that's where the drop is. So now what I'll do is wind this forward until, so I've just come off it now. Yep. So I'll wind this forward a few metres, probably 4 or 5 metres. I'll pull 4 or 5 metres of rope in. So that'll give me drop now, will be 5 metres behind. Then these little baits, I know if I just sit them under the boat, they'll be right on that drop. Then my big baits I'll put out wide and let them come back into it as well. So when the fish swim along the river, along this big rise here, so I'm fishing back into the rise. Put my baits into it, the fish will swim along and see me baits, and you beauty, I'm on. Caught the little bastard. All right. Right, so next thing I've just tied off. Next thing I just come back and I don't worry about any rods. I get this burley, drop it in, give it a good shake. Burley absolute piss out of the joint. Then I'll just get the little rods, drop them under so they can just sneak under there. That's not out, it's only about a couple of metres. By the time it comes down, it's 5 metres where I anchored. Let it hit the bottom, get them out. And then the big rods will go over the top of them, locking in. Get this big bastard. Just running butterfly baits on my big rods today. Couldn't be bothered going to get some live bait. I'll get up because the sun's what, 6 o'clock, so it's was the tide was wrong to go get live bait, so I'm just running some butterfly baits and I'll get them out there. So it's right out of the road too, so I can fish these little rods now. I can fish underneath these big rods. They're just flopping out there and hopefully you catch a big good fish. Let's get that one out a bit more. Tide's running, we're in the middle of the tide now, so I often find like the hour each side of that change, and in the middle of the tides too, I try and time the middle of the tide. In the middle of the tide, for some bloody God knows reason, you'll get fish too. So it's not just the end of tides that I get fish, it's actually the in-between too. I don't know why it is. It's like if they're on the move for the change, but you often get them in the middle. Just get this bastard out there. So they're right out of the road now. I can fish under there. I can pull like 10 metres, 20 metres, let it pull through, and I can fish these little rods underneath these big girls now. Right, I got another one. It's just, I don't know what this is. He took off. Not too heavy. Just soapy. Little prawn thief I call these little bastards. But he's a cute little thing. I hope he's, maybe there's some bigger ones around. Usually if I get a couple of these little ones on a prawn, one of the big rods goes off, so hoping hopefully that's what's about to happen. Not a bad little fish, beautiful little thing, healthy. Yeah, so they're definitely up the river this time of year. It's unbelievable. Wouldn't think they were going to be, but I've done well this morning. I've probably maybe four fish and then a few little ones, but no, this is good. I'll just release it. Beauty. Right, I'll try and get on some more. She's on again here. They're on fire. I'm running out of bloody prawns. They're loving them. I don't know what this one is. It's maybe another little soapy, I think. It took off like a weapon. Another little dusky. I just got another one hooked up here. I don't know what it is. It's not very big, but we'll see what we can do. A lot of bites going on here. Just in the change of the tide. Plenty of boat traffic now, so I'm about to piss off. It's just driving me insane. Just got me. I just lost a good fish too. I bloody just setting up and one of my rods went off and I stumbled and pulled it out of his mouth. It was a good Jew too, I think. Had big head shakes about it. But just when you're catching them too, just check your leader every now and then. I check it after every fish. That one's bugging now, so I'll change that leader. It's only 7 kilo finish that one is, so it's very light. Another nice table flatties, a beauty. Plenty of them around. She'll probably go in the keeper's box, that one. Oh, I'm just about to pack up. All in all, not a bad day's fishing. It just goes to show, like, the colder weather they're still around. Had a lot of boat traffic before when I started to get a few fish on, but then they sort of, I think they just got scared, a bit spooked from it. A couple of bloody speedboats belting around. But all in all, not a bad day. Wind my big rods in now, I don't think they're going to go off. I don't know if the big Jew are up here. There's plenty of small soapy Jews, and I've got one keeper, but all in all, not a bad effort. What's the moon doing now? So the moon's full at the moment, so I'll probably come out next weekend as well, and I'll probably try the same area. Maybe get a tide, hopefully the afternoon or early morning, and we'll go from there and see if I can pull a decent Jew out of this time of year right up the river. Hopefully I'll get one, but I'll give it a crack. That's all I can do. No sitting at home fucking talking about it all. Got to get out here and do it. And I didn't move much today either. I stayed in the one spot. There's a big gully running through here, and I just fish that all the time in the summer months and do really well out of here. But just the first time I've fished it this time of year, and it's proven they're up here. So I've got a couple of dusky flatties to bring home with me, and I'll have a feed of them tonight. But all in all, it's been good, and it's been a good year for Jewfish. I think I've caught probably 20 legal Jew this year. Nothing big, like from 110 sort of down to 750, 700s, but still nice fish. Yeah, but we'll see how we go next season. I'm going to fish right through too, I think. Like right through winter. I just want to see how good I can go through winter and see if I can get a good Jew winter fish. It'd be nice. But nice heaps of flatties around. It's all good to see. River's healthy after the push. Had a big flood come through and pushed it and cleaned it all out. And actually it's done well because all these gutters and everything have just been cleaned out, all the mud and everything's been cleaned off, so it's pretty good. There's good structure here, and that's what we're mainly looking for, is just structure, and you should get fish out of it, hopefully. Sometimes, not all the time, but most of the time. Righto, good day, see ya.